welcome to our little cooking demonstration. My name's Alyce, I'm from Focus On Health and I am a healthy lifestyle coordinator as part of the IWS program, as well as also being a nutritionist. And joining us today is one of our allied health professionals, Lynley.
Hi Alyce, my name's Lynley and I'm a nutritionist in the Riverland. Today Alyce and I are going to show you how to make a very simple snack, and they're called cauliflower and broccoli bites. Know that most Australian adults don't eat enough vegetables, so we thought we'd show you a quick and easy way to make a batch of these and see how we go, Alyce.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so we have already microwaved some cauliflower and broccoli, and we're going to chop that up shortly. We also have some eggs, some cumin and oregano, some grated cheese and some flour, and we're just going to mix them together and put them in the oven. So shall we get started?
Excellent, no worries.
Alright, we'll go halves.
Alright.
Do you want to do green and I'll do white?
Sounds good to me. Pull them all out. There we go. So we're just going to chop up the cauliflower and broccoli to a fine chop. If you've got toddlers or little children at home that you're cooking for, just make sure it's a little bit friendlier and a little bit easier for them to eat. And if not, if you've just got adults, you can leave it a little bit rougher.
So cauliflower and broccoli are really great to incorporate into your diet if you can. They're part of a group of vegetables that are known particularly for their cancer-fighting compounds and their anti-inflammatory compounds, and they're also a really good source of fibre, so you can't really have too much cauliflower and broccoli in your diet, and this is a really tasty way of incorporating that. So
yeah, it's a really great way as well, just for some lunchbox snacks or afternoon snacks. Something a bit healthier and a bit easier to have it on the go. Grab it out of the fridge, you can heat them up if you like, or you can just eat them cold as well, they're still just as good.
I'm happy with that. That's kind of chunky but not too small.
Mess.
Now I'm adding a cup of plain flour here, but you can really use any flour that you have on hand. You could use self-raising flour or almond meal or gluten-free flour. You could also use a spelt or a chickpea flour, it's really up to you. And we have a cup and a half of grated cheese. You can use whatever cheese you have on hand as well. I quite like adding in some Parmesan, it's just got that extra sharpness of flavour, but it's whatever you've got. I'll give that a little stir.
Alright, I've got 3 eggs that I've just lightly beaten as well.
Add those in.
All of those ones in.
And then we've got some spices here. So we've chosen cumin and oregano today, but once again this recipe is quite adaptable, so you can put in whatever spices you like. You might have some basil or parsley or whatever you've got in your cupboard or even in your garden. You could add fresh herbs, but today we're going to add dried ones. So it's quite a dry mix, so I'm just going to give it a stir around.
So it's really good to remember too that most Australians don't eat enough root vegetables in their day. So this is just a really handy way just to incorporate a couple more veggies, especially for kids and those who might be a little bit pickier when it comes to vegetables. It's a great way. Your spices and that tend to mask the flavours if you've got any strong preferences.
Alright, I think we're ready to go, Alyce.
Excellent.
So you can make them as large or small as you like. You might want to make them slightly larger if you're having them as part of a lunch with a salad, or just small little bites. They're quite a dry sort of mix, but they just cook up nice. The cheese all melts. And it's almost like a cauliflower and broccoli au gratin. You can do the white sauce and cheese. They still taste a bit like that.
It's always delicious. Nice little accompaniment for dinner. So the IWS program, we assist people in communities. So we've got a list of communities that we access to access allied health professionals. So Lynley is one of our allied health professionals that you can see.
Yes, so as a nutritionist, I give general sort of nutrition advice to people. I'm not able to diagnose or write specific meal plans for particular diseases, but if you've been given a diagnosis of something like lowering your cholesterol, then I can certainly help you come up with some recipe ideas and ways to manage that in your diet. Right, they look great, Alyce. I think we can put them in the oven.
Perfect. Alright, I'll put them in.
So we've preheated the oven to 190 degrees, and they'll take maybe 10 to 12 minutes to cook, just until they look really golden and delicious. So Alyce, they're out of the oven and it smells amazing in here. So these are our cauliflower and broccoli bites, and they're a lovely brown colour and perfectly delicious to eat right now, or you can save them for later.
Looking absolutely perfect, thank you, Lynley. So just to wrap up, you can find this recipe in the link below. Now, as always, it's always recommended to have a good health check with your GP every 12 months. And if you have any health concerns that you'd like to address, always make an appointment with your GP and they can make the most appropriate referrals onto allied health professionals or other specialists and services. So thank you everyone for tuning in today, and we hope you try these ones at home. Let us know how you go.